Alright, I think I'm gonna do a nice, chill Willow warm-up. Nothing bad ever happens in Willow Street. Unless it does. Oh no. Hey, you know how I just said that nothing bad ever happens in Willow Street? I think something bad happened in Willow Street. Alright, so we got a blood moon. First round of the day, let's go. So our ghost is Walter Watts. If this ghost is a Raiju, I'm gonna flip out. I am absolutely gonna flip out. But we need to cleanse the ghost with incense, we need EMF reader, and we need to repel it while it's chasing. Okay, I can do that. I think I can do that. So yeah, this is a blood moon. It's a random, rare type of weather in Phasmophobia. There's a very small percentage to get it. I don't know what the actual percentage is. I've heard all kinds of different numbers. I don't know if anything's ever been officially confirmed. But what the blood moon does, aside from making the sky look all cool, is it increases your sanity drain by 100%. That's your passive sanity drain while you're standing in the dark. It also makes the ghost more active. It makes the ghost run 15% faster during a hunt. And if you manage to survive and get the ghost correct, you get a 10% bonus at the end. So they can be a little scary, but just keep in mind, make sure to keep your sanity up because it is going to be draining a lot faster. Candles can really help with this. If you hold a candle, it will slow down your sanity drain in the dark. But otherwise, just do your best and have fun. All right, anyway, let's get in there. Okay, so first thing we want to do here is we want to get the power on. We want to stop our sanity draining as soon as we can. Because if you turn a light on in a room, and you're hanging out in that room, your sanity's not going down. Alright, Revenant on Blood Moon are the worst. I'm sure I've had a Revenant in a Blood Moon in the Halloween event. At least we don't have the Tarot deck, that's good. That's good. 2 to 5% chance, yeah, I've heard something like that. I think the highest I've heard anybody say is 6%, I've heard 4%, I've heard 2%, 1%, you know. Anything below 6 I've heard people say. But even the wiki doesn't say what it is. I've checked. Alright, let me get my EMF meter on, just in case we have a, you know, happen to stumble across something that the ghost did, or if we have a stalker ghost like a phantom or a wraith that's coming to us, leaving EMF behind. Moroi Curse plus Blood Moon equals 600% sanity drain. It does. It's terrifying. Because normally I play on a 200% sanity drain. You know, that's what professional and up is. It's 200%. So right now we have 300% sanity drain. And if we get cursed by a Moroi, which doubles your passive sanity drain, that is 600. It's terrifying. We have a hand in the basement. Let's see. Leish, welcome in. How you doing? Wicked, what is up? Heard blood moons are like 2%, so 1 in 50 chance. There was one day I had 3 of them. 3 blood moons. Philly, welcome in. Helped you improve on Phaz? Yo, that's awesome. Welcome to the stream. So the funny thing is, blood moons are supposed to make ghosts more active. What that means is more interactions, more roaming, more events. You know, it speeds up the time that it takes them to decide how to do things. But so far, I haven't heard a single peep out of this ghost, which is concerning. How disappointing would it be to get a blood moon shade? Let's see. Oblivion Aces, thanks so much for the brand new Prime sub. Alright. So normally when I can't figure out where the ghost is on Willow Street, it usually ends up being in the foyer. Or one of the basement rooms, and it just wasn't interacting while I was down there. So instead of wasting my time wandering around waiting for the ghost to do something, I'm going to throw my EMF down and we're actually going to go grab a thermometer. I don't usually start with a thermometer, but, you know, when you have a ghost that's not doing anything, sometimes you just got to grab the thermo. Oblivion says, love your videos, usually miss your streams. Oh man, well hey, I'm happy you're here now. Shades are good little guys though, they are. Actually, what's my sanity? I should probably check that. Sanity is still pretty good, nearly 100%. Yeah, Blood Moon, first investigation of the day. Let's see, JokerCon, welcome in, how you doing? Thank you for the raid, how was your stream? Alright, Ghosty, where are you at? 16 in the living room, which is a little suspicious. Or, I'm sorry, 16 in the kitchen. You know, I think that might just be the ambient temperature wiggle. 14 in the hallway, okay. 18 in here, 19 in here. Oh, it's in this bedroom, really? Yeah, I haven't heard anything happen in this bedroom. Okay, so I'm going to throw that down, I'm going to throw my flashlight down, and we're going to go throw our EMF meter back in there. Poe, how you doing? I'm feeling pretty good today. We have storms threatening to roll through tonight, but I'm hoping they're going to miss us. Spectre, what's up? How you doing? A warm up with the blood moon. Honestly, I can't tell you how many times the first investigation of the day has been a blood moon for me. So that means most of my blood moons are on Tanglewood and Willow Street, which makes me sad because, you know, they were... I'm pretty sure both of those maps had blood moon during the Halloween event. I'd like to get it on some weird ones that I've never had it on before, you know? Off-topic question? What's that? Let's see. What's up? Hey, how was your raid? Thank you so much for that. What were you playing today? Let's see, we're going to grab a book there. Okay, book. Hang on. What's the order of my items here? Oh, I need to grab a lighter, too. Don't want to be caught without that in a blood moon. Okay, there we go. Freezing rain, snow. Oh, man. Yeah, somebody said they had ice today. Let's see. Anna, how you doing? Do you have tornado watches right now? Same. We're in a tornado watch. Wanted to double check. Yep, the charge refreshers are energy drinks. They have about like 190 milligrams of caffeine in them. If you're looking for something that's a little less caffeinated, you could check out the boba teas. They don't have a lot of caffeine in them. Oh, hey, we got an orb swinging around right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. And we're putting our book down in here too. And I'm gonna go ahead and check the temperature. Still 5.7, okay. Karsteem, welcome in. How you doing? Blood Moon Camp Woodwind can be dicey. I mean, Camp Woodwind's dicey to begin with. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever had one on Camp Woodwind. I may have. Nikki, welcome in. How you doing? Let's see. Have you ever seen a family member on national TV wearing a ridiculous outfit? I mean, do I count? I was on, I guess, was it national TV? No, it wasn't national TV. I think it was local TV. But yeah, I was just saying that when the midnight premiere of Star Wars Episode 3 happened, I went dressed up as Anakin Skywalker. And unknown to me, news crew was there, and they like filmed me and my friends like striding up to the movie theater in costume, and I went to school the next day, because this is while I was in high school. And everybody was like, hey, I saw you on the news yesterday. It's like, what? Huh? Oh, it's your birthday stream! Yo, happy birthday! Honestly, the funniest thing is somebody was there dressed as Jar Jar Binks, and like everybody booed him, and it's like it was so funny though. Like, oh man, what a legend. Let's see, gonna relax, just eat and relax. Heck yeah, got some fun gifts. Ooh, what kind of stuff did you get? Also, you getting any cake or anything like that? Oh, hang on. Do I have an ultraviolet in here? Wait, where's my ultraviolet flashlight? Oh, we got dots! Hang on, we got our evidence. We got dots and orbs. So it's a Raiju, a Yokai, a Yore, a Banshee, or a Thea. I don't think it's a Thea. Just because Theas start out really young and really active, and this ghost was doing nothing in here. Ah! Sir, please. The guy's name is Walter Watts, though, so I said it would be really funny if it was a Raiju. But yeah, let me get out to the truck, and I will see what we can do now to narrow this ghost down. See, Jar Jar had a massive crash out moment during the Clone Wars, like he crashed out. Scared the crap out of the clones. Oh, man. You know, I've come to appreciate Jar Jar Binks in my older years. I mean, I liked him as a kid, too. Please be a Raiju. Oh, my God, I would love that. Love Raijus. They are my... Hang on, let me find my stats. They're the ghost that has killed me the most. So the possibility of a Blood Moon Raiju, I don't like that. We do need to repel the Lich chasing, and we do need to cleanse near the ghost with incense. Okay, and we have 90% sanity, so that's pretty good. They are the ghost with the most duck kills, that is true. So I'm going to go ahead and get some crucifixes down. Ashfall, thank you so much for the 2-month sub streak. Holy crap. Playing Phasmo, watching... Oh. Getting ahead of the TTS here. Oh, man. Honestly, I don't know how y'all do that. A lot of people tell me that they play Phas while watching me play Phas, and I cannot play this game if I have, like, any other audio happening. Like, I need to listen to what's going on, otherwise I get so paranoid. Let's see. Sensei, welcome in. How you doing? Are you from Joker's Raid? Could it not be a mimic? Nope. Nope, thankfully, because we have dots. If you have ghost writing, EMF, or dots projector, any of these three evidence here, it cannot be a mimic. Because the only thing that mimics do are ultraviolet, ghost orb, spirit box, and freezing. So even though we did find orbs, which mimics do have, we got dots, so we know it's not a mimic at least. Let's see. Hawk, welcome in. How you doing? Really need to know. Someone able to explain the rule about not... Oh, yeah. So the reason for that is I've been streaming for 9 years, and everybody thinks they're a comedian. So a lot of people, their first reaction to my username is like, what would you do if I fought a duck? That's so funny, right? I bet I'm the first person who's ever said this before. And it's like, after 9 years, I'm just so sick of it. But even more than that, there's some people who come in just being like really unhinged freaks, like describing like, I'm gonna kill a duck. I'm gonna shoot a duck. I'm gonna put a duck in a chokehold and suplex it off the top rope, you know? And it's like, oh my God, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling here, minding my own business. People come in. Anyway, that's the reason. Yeah, I mean, there's been some really, like, violent, weird messages. Okay, we need to get some salt down. Megan, hello. How you doing? There's a family of ducks that your aunt feeds. You've seen the babies grow up? Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Let me make sure this ghost is still in here before I put all my salt down. Okay, yeah, you're still in here. So we're gonna put our salt right here. Let's see, what do we got for options here? Banshee, Yore, Yokai, Raiju, and Thea. Okay, so Banshee, we're gonna figure out what it is from motion sensors. Yore, okay. Yore, maybe we'll get lucky and it'll close a door for us. Raiju, we're gonna make it hunt and see if it goes to zoom fast around electronics. Yokai, we're gonna have to do a yokai test, which is where we get far away from the ghost and basically have some electronics and see if it comes over to us or not. And Thea, yeah, Thea, we're just gonna have to make it hunt. Oh, that's good, Megan. Let's see, Hamster, how you doing? And Cheeses, welcome in. What's the difference between tier 2 and 3 salt? The only difference is that tier 3 salt will slow down the ghost when it walks through it, and if it walks into it when it's not hunting, it'll just bounce it backwards into the room. Phasmo's going great, thank you. Used to be a cluster of ducks that hung out in front of your window? Oh, that's cute, Lucy. Ada says, thanks to your video, I showed my friends the Ferryman of the Damned Easter egg in Point Hope, and they thought it was super cool. Yo, that's awesome! I'm glad it helped out. Okay, so... Okay, I do have the bone picture. I'm like, do I not have any pictures at all? No. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to set us up some motion sensors, and we're going to see if the ghost walks over to us to see if it's a Banshee or not. Aw, thank you so much. Also, Amu, how you doing? Welcome back. Rich, hello. Let's see. Want to be a streamer? Kind of have to wait until after college because your schedule's going to be super busy. Yeah, that's the one hard thing about being a streamer is you do have to have a lot of free time, and your free time has to be pretty consistent across the board. It's really hard to grow as a streamer if you don't have a consistent schedule. And you don't have, like, you know, at least 3, 4, 5 hours a night to stream. I would say 4 is probably, like, the minimum for growth. Let's see, so what you're saying is when it's in the utility room on Tanglewood and you have tier 3 salt, you can ping pong the ghost with 2 piles. I don't know, like, how far it walks backwards after it hits the salt, but yeah, if you... It won't work if it's, like, all stacked up like this. You have to, like, put it down, wait for it to walk into it, and then put it back down. I can't tell where the ghost is. Here? I just missed it. See, that was a shadow form event, and shadow form events suck. Because you cannot really tell where the ghost is. Okay, we got all of our motion sensors over here. The only way to really tell where a ghost is during a shadow form event is to shine a... Oh, look at that. It's to shine a flashlight on it. Oh, if this motion sensor beeps, it's a Banshee! It's a Banshee! Let's go! So, yeah, the way that I know that this is a Banshee is because Banshees pick a target at the beginning of the investigation. And if you're playing in single player, well, you're the target because you're the only one here. But in multiplayer, it'll pick one of the people in your group as the target. And then it will spend the rest of the investigation walking back and forth from the ghost room to the chosen target. So the fact that it walked all the way over here to me, that is pretty indicative that it's a Banshee, but if it happens one more time, I'm going to say that's 100% confirmed. Also, Rianchi, welcome in. How you doing? Let's see. Savinar, how you doing? Aimer, welcome in. I could try for the Banshee scream, yeah. Let me go parabolic. Sanities, you know what? I'm going to go and take some meds. I know we're pretty far away from the Banshee's hunt threshold of 50, but since we have a blood moon, I'm going to take the meds just to be safe. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to stand here with the paramic aimed towards the ghost room. We're still watching those motion sensors, and we're hoping for a Banshee scream. What happens if the target goes to the truck? Just doesn't... Oh, it just doesn't... It just maintains regular ghost roaming abilities. Oh, yep, that's a Banshee. Oh, turned our radio on back there. That's annoying. Stony, welcome in. It's going great. Dragon Steels, how you doing? So yeah, I'm the target right now. So if I walk out here, then every time the Banshee decides to roam, it'll just roam normally instead of doing the stalk. Because normally when they roam, they have a 66% chance to go to the target. Let's see. Church, welcome in. How you doing? Came across my content on Facebook and loved it. Decided to do your first solo ghost hunt. Oh, it was a mare. Oh no. Okay, that's a regular ghost whisper right there, not a scream. Yo, but that's awesome. Congrats on getting a mare. Because I'm sure if you've watched my content, you've probably heard me complain endlessly about how much I hate mares. Made a whole brisket, heck yeah. Zeno, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Oh. Interesting. It came over here and touched a door. I didn't even see it do the motion sensors. And then it touched a door over there. Wow, that ghost traveled fast. What's going on? This is a Banshee, right? Not a Wraith? Yeah, it's walking to me. Hey, thank you for the Madrina's purchase. Still trying to get the scream. Yeah, it's a, it's only a 33% chance when the ghost makes a paranormal sound, so Banshee screams can be pretty hard to get. Will a Banshee hunt if the target isn't in the house? Yes. The Banshee hunt's based on the target's individual sanity rather than the average overall. So when the target hits 50%, even if everybody else is at 100, the Banshee will hunt. However, when the target's in the house, the Banshee will only go after and kill the target. But if the target's outside of the house and anybody else is in the house, the Banshee will still hunt, but then it'll just kill indiscriminately. It doesn't care if the target's outside. Will the Banshee hunt someone else if the target's hiding? If the target's in the house and hiding and the Banshee doesn't know where it is, other players can just walk around through the ghost. I was playing with Brotator yesterday, and he was the target of a Banshee, and Yep, that was still a regular ghost whisper. He was the target of a Banshee, and I was just walking around the ghost, yelling at it, yelling, pay attention to me, and it was just minding its own business. Banshee target in the house, hunts only the target when the target's not in the house. Normal hunt. Yep, that's a good way to put it. Way more concise than I said it. If it kills the target, does it swap to another player as the target? It does, yes. If the target dies or disconnects, it picks a new target. Can Banshees change rooms? Oh yeah, that's a good point. They cannot. There it is right there. There's the Banshee scream. We finally got it. Whenever the Banshee makes a paranormal sound, it is a 33% chance that it will be a scream. But like I was saying before that scream happened, that 33%, it's kind of hard to get a Banshee scream. That's why I prefer to do the motion sensor method, because they, roam to you pretty often. So it's really easy to track that with the motion sensors. Okay, anyway. We have our ghost. We just need to cleanse it and repel it. Okay. Sib, thank you so much for the brand new Prime sub there. We finally got a Banshee scream. Okay, so we have 9 more pictures to take. You know what? I'm just gonna cheese it and do salt picks. I am absolutely gonna cheese it and do salt picks. Does a ghost throwing stuff, opening doors, turning off lights do anything to sanity? Generally, no. But if you do have a Yorei, you know, the Yorei has the ability to just fully close a door like that from open. If you're close to the ghost when it does that, it will drain 15% sanity. But otherwise, turning off... Oop, that was my mouse. Otherwise, turning off lights, you know, touching doors, that doesn't do anything to your sanity. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kinetic, I'm sorry. Oh! Oh no, I beefed my perfect. Oh no. I thought I had 9 piles of salt there. I only had 2. This is what I get. This is my punishment. This is my punishment for using salt cheese. Don't do it. I mean, you can do it. You can do it until Chronicle comes out. Did my new mouse just double click? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Sugary says, I think Banshees in this game are funny since usually they only scream to imply someone close to you will die, but in this game, they're the ones who are killing you? Yeah, it's a warning. It's like, hey, watch out. I'm coming. Okay, so I need one more real picture. Monkey paw. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do to make the ghost haunt. There's a couple of different ways you can make it haunt with the monkey paw. You could wish for sanity, which will drop your... I'm sorry. You could wish for sanity, which will drop your sanity to 50%, but it will make the ghost change rooms. I don't like that one a lot because then you don't know where the ghost is coming from. You can change the weather, which will drop your sanity by 25%. But that's not going to get us close enough to hunt. So the next best thing that we could do is trap the ghost. That will make it hunt after a minute. Let's see. Wishing for knowledge, that's not a good idea. That'll render you unable to see, and it will also make the ghost hunt immediately. Yeah, that's true. It will make the ghost hunt. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I wish to trap the ghost. Okay. So it's going to lock all the doors in this room here. But fortunately, there's just a big old door right here that I can just walk out of without worrying about being trapped. Next thing I need to do is figure out where I'm going to hide. Oh, we don't have any hiding in there. That's not good. Yeah, it will be a cursed hunt when that ghost does hunt. Okay, so unfortunately, all the hiding spots are behind these locked doors. Oops. My bad. Let's see, is it possible for hide and seek with the monkey paw? No, that's a Ouija board exclusive. How does that affect a hunt? The cursed hunt, it adds 20 seconds to the hunt, and it also drops the grace period to 1 second. So, and then after you initiate a hunt with a cursed possession, that hunt and then every other hunt after it is cursed. Meaning that they'll all have an extra 20 seconds, and they will all only have a 1 second grace period. So it can get pretty spicy. Speaking of spicy, here comes a ghost. Remember, he's 15% faster because of the blood moon. And on top of that, blood moon ghosts have a special effect, which we will hopefully see here in a second. Hey, Ding Dong, come get me. See that glowing eyeball right there? That's scary. Okay, so we're cleansing him, and then we're hiding back here. And then hopefully he doesn't find me. Okay, whoop, that was easy. That wasn't too bad. I think he spent so much time back in the bedroom that the hunt wasn't very long. But unfortunately, I did get 2 bad pictures, so it's not a perfect. Blood Moon perfect would have been nice, but I was a dum-dum and I forgot that I didn't put all 9 piles of salt down. I got cocky. And then I made a mistake. But otherwise, that was a pretty fun one. I'm glad that I got a Banshee for the first time in a while. I've been wanting to do another video on them. Locker in the garage, not on this map. You're thinking of Edgefield or Ridgeview. And there's our 10% Blood Moon bonus right there, which got us an extra $158. That's not a lot of money, considering that it does make it quite a bit harder, but whatever. Low-key, a Blood Moon Raiju. I know I've had Blood Moon Raiju during the Halloween event.